How's it going, everyone? ND Sean 45 here. I know what a lot of you are probably thinking right now. You're seeing how I'm filming here and the setup and whatnot, and I know it's bizarre, but I don't have a face share program, otherwise I'd be using that, so this is going to have to do. But you're probably thinking right now, oh come on Sean, not another one of these. Yes, it is another one of those, but this one has a little twist to it. Now, obviously, those of you who've been watching me going back to the Big Sean Power 10 days, you know about my feud with message boards that I've had before. And when I say message boards, it's really only one, the Michigan State board, and that's been it. But I've never really talked about this before, but the sad reality is I have some fans in my own fan base that like to talk crap about me, and they're really no different than the Red Cedar guys. And as a matter of fact, when I was at the Temple game and met my buddy up there, we actually were talking about this because he's followed me for a while and knew about all the message board stuff, and I told him the same thing that I just said, that I have Notre Dame fans that don't like me too much, and he's like, Sean, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, I'm serious. I have Notre Dame fans that really don't like me too much. Now, on this website right here, this is UHND. And just for the record, I'm not mocking or bad-mouthing UHND in any way, because it is a good site for Notre Dame news and things like that. But it's when you get into the forum sections that you really start to see the worst of the Notre Dame fan base. Now, the thing is with these guys in particular, I don't think it's actual hate that they have for me. I think that's too strong a word. But they do think of me as a joke, and they have mocked and ridiculed me plenty of times in the past. Now, here's the thing, guys. I'm not going to make this a regular thing. I've actually been doing pretty well. I mean, honestly, with the Red Cedar board and websites like UHND and a few others that I'll get to in a second, since 2012, I really haven't bothered with them. I really haven't. I didn't want that to be a regular thing where I'm going on rants about these websites all the time and the people on there. But the thing is this. A lot of you may not believe me, but I do have friends that do post on these boards, that are members of them, go read them, and so on. And whenever shit is being talked about me, they send me messages letting me know. And when they do send me messages, I really just say, thanks for letting me know, guys, and then I just move forward and don't even bother it or address it in a video. Because like I said, I don't want to make this a regular thing. I really don't. But I figured since I gave in after 5 years during Michigan State week and did a little talking about them, I thought I'd do the same thing with these Notre Dame fans. Now, with these particular guys on UHND, I really don't know what it was that I did to, for lack of a better term, piss them off or start any problems. I don't know. I really don't know what their beef is with me, because usually when you talk shit about somebody, there's usually a motive to it. There's a reason for it, but I can't think of any reason of why these guys would get personal with me and make jokes about me. I mean, it's one thing if you don't like the videos, which that's fine. If you think how I break down a football game is bad, okay, that's your opinion. But getting personal like these guys have done in the past, it makes no sense. But let's go over some of these comments, because I've read these already, and some of them are just absurd. So this is a post about just basically breaking down the Michigan State game, and it was posted by obviously someone who runs UHND. And some of these names are pretty familiar, guys that I've seen in the past. And this guy, he says, reading this article is like watching a Big Sean video, which obviously he's saying that my videos suck and so on. So going on down the line, this ND in Kentucky guy, he's being a smartass and says, "Oh, I love the Big Sean videos." And let's just see if there was more to it. Oh yeah, he says, his simplistic approach to Notre Dame football insight makes it more enjoyable and easy to follow for a Kentucky man such as myself. So basically, he's saying that I'm a dumbass who is not intelligent. And Ohio Irishman says that makes a lot of sense. Like I said, guys, some of these are just the titles. Some of them have extra stuff in them, but just bear with me here. So this Newt Rockney 13 is another regular. He says, that dude freaks me out. And this just shows the stupidity of these people. I mean, really, this is message boards are where brain cells go to die. Seriously. So Newt Rockney 13 says, that dude freaks me out. It's like his mom said, if you're going to make those creepy fucked up videos, get the fuck out of the house and do it in the car. I'll call you when the meatloaf is ready. Again, same lousy, overused stereotypes. I mean, really, this one is pretty much a parent's basement comment. I mean, you know, these people say that I'm the dumbass and I'm the moron because I make YouTube videos. These guys are everything what they call me. I mean, if that's the best that you have, then you're really not intelligent. But yet they say I'm the moron who has no education and all that crap. So the guy below him says, what happened to Big Sean? I can't seem to locate any recent videos. And really, I guess, yeah, this was just a guy giving him a link. And then this Frank L., again, another regular that I've been familiar with. If it loads. Oh, I guess that was it. Well, basically, he's just saying that when he says, holy shit, I bet the Red Cedar Board, whatever the hell that is, had some interesting posts, which he's basically saying that, he's basically acknowledging that those guys they talk relentless shit about me, which he's right. But Frank L. here has had some worse things to say about me in the past. But this one, he's actually right about. I mean, those guys, when it comes on the Red Cedar Board, when it comes to me, they do have some pretty messed up posts. They're not exactly interesting. And then that the Shadow of a Dome, he says, thanks. Those are even worse than I remember, referring to my current videos. So yeah, guys, this is and in the past these have been a whole lot worse. I mean, the only difference between these guys and the Red Cedar guys are these guys haven't done anything to screw with my life personally off of the internet. But things that they've said in the past, just equally horrible as the Red Cedar guys. Really no different. And also, in addition to posting on UHND, these about 20 or 30 of these guys actually have created their own website. And I'm not going to give the name to it because the last thing I want to do is give them any free promotions, that kind of thing, or any kind of advertising. But I think the comments on here when they post on UHND are bad. It gets worse on their own website. But no, these are people like this are the shame of the Notre Dame fan base, and all you guys who cheer for other teams, when you talk crap about us, these are the people that you're talking about, not the people like me. But no, UHND isn't the only one. I've actually had run-ins with people on a website called Domer Domain. Didn't get nearly as bad as here on UHND did. I did have this one dude from Canada who talked crap about me regularly. I think he actually threatened to beat me up one time. The other ones like I think Domer Nation is one, Irish Illustrated. I don't know if there's anything really said on there about me on those sites, but I'm not going to find out. And besides, you have to pay to go on those websites either. Excuse me. It's morning, guys. Give me a break. But I think what I'm saying is those sites are pay sites. I'm sorry. I'm not going to spend money to go on a freaking message board. But with the guys on Domer Domain, I think it was because they didn't like that Shamrock Jerry and I, back in 2010 when we started the whole raise the Irish tricolor at Notre Dame type thing, I think we overdid it. You know, Jerry and I talking about that. We were just trying to get word out. And I think those guys just got sick of it. But instead of being like, hey guys, could you cool it for a bit on that topic, they instead made it personal and started with insults. So, but yeah, it's unfortunate, guys, but this is reality. Now, something else. There's a guy on, and to tell you guys the truth, with here on Notre Dame's website on 247sports.com, I don't know if I'm talked about regularly on the Notre Dame page on there, but this gets interesting. This is a guy who calls himself 19 Blue and Gold 85. And that's the other sad part, guys, is with these guys from the Notre Dame side of things. I don't know who these people are as far as their real identity goes, so I can't really call them out and show pictures and stuff like that, like I did with those Michigan State guys. But this one got a little interesting. See, this guy, this 19 Blue and Gold 85, he went on the Red Cedar message board last week after Michigan State beat Michigan. He just started a post that said, "Thank you, Sparty." And he was talking about how he was just great. He was happy that Michigan State beat Michigan. It helped our win against them look better, helped us rise in the polls, blah, 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 blah. Well, in that post, good old Eric, you all know him as Polling 69, he decided to post a picture of me on there and see if this guy knew me. And this guy, he left a comment saying, "If that's who I think it is, we don't claim him." And so I read that, and I'm thinking, like, who is we? Who exactly is this we that you speak of that doesn't claim me? So I decided to send this guy a personal message asking him what exactly he meant. And this is the actual transcript from 24/7 Sports, and obviously that's my screen name. So I sent him this message, and I said, "This is actually ND Sean 45 from YouTube, and normally I ignore this stupidity, but a friend of mine sent me the link, and so I asked him what I just said." And this is what his response to me was. He says, "Look here, you child molester in the making. Keep your creeper ass out of my inbox and your hands where people can see them. We is referring to the large majority of ND fans who don't get off literally by making an ass of ourselves on social media and performing sex acts on drinkware. You ought to be on a registry somewhere." Now here's the thing, guys. What he's referring to about the drinkware, I'm not going to deny that. When I first started on YouTube back in 2009 and all that crap started with the Red Cedar board, yes, I did make a video of me pretending to do something into a coffee cup. So if this dumbass thinks it's real, it wasn't. But yes, I admit that. I'm not going to deny that. And the thing is, I'm not proud of that. I agree wholeheartedly that was a stupid video to make back in the day. So, it's a mistake that you make, but you learn from it, and you learn not to do stupid things like that. But the bottom line is he's right. I did make a video pretending to do that. And so, this is what I say back to him. What is this obsession you message board psychos have with child molestation? Because they do post about that regularly. That's one of the top things that they like to insult people with. And I go on to say, you must be one yourself to always call someone else that. I pretty much knew I was going to get this kind of response, so I'm not surprised. These sites are where brain cells go to die, and obviously you guys can tell I'm pretty consistent with what I say. And guys like you always get tough. It's funny how you call me a creep, yet you creep my YouTube channel, obviously, and you say I make an ass of myself, yet you are on here doing it yourself, only you hide. And well, you guys can read. I'm not trying to, make this story time. And this part, yes, it's sickening how they obsess over a video that was made over 8 years ago. And this is what he replies back with. He says, "You message me, hero, eat a dick and die." Very intelligent way to go to represent the Notre Dame fan base well, pal. And then I just respond by saying, "Cowards clearly don't like being confronted after they shoot their mouth off. In person, face-to-face, I know this would be a different conversation." Because let's face it, guys, with these kind of people online, it is. They would never really say this kind of crap to you in face-to-face, in person. They just wouldn't. It's so easy to talk online while hiding. As for dying, the same could be said of people like you. You people are a waste who contribute nothing. You're the worst of society. And maybe I shouldn't have said the dying part, but this part is true. People like this guy are a waste of society, and they do contribute nothing. So then it gets even better, guys. He says, "LOL. Next time you're at an ND game or in southeastern Indiana, let me know. I'd love to have this conversation in person." This guy's not gonna do shit. So I tell him I'll possibly be there for USC, which at this point, that's true. I could be, but it's not looking likely, unfortunately. And you know, I just kind of repeat myself here, but I think I make a good point here. Like, why do you people waste so much time on some guy on YouTube? Why is this such a big thing? I mean, if this is entertainment, it's pretty sad. Which I stand by that. It really is sad if this is your entertainment to mock and ridicule some guy on YouTube. Sonny says, I gotta work an outing to the Ball State homecoming game that day. Navy looks promising though. You ever make it to anywhere near Batesville, Indiana, by all means let me know. I'll be more than happy to tell you get fucked to your face. No, you wouldn't, dude. This guy is so full of shit. And so then I just finish off by telling him this. Navy, I can't guarantee. Unfortunately, not looking very likely. But I just tell him I go up to games every year, and I told him the same thing. If he's ever through my neck of the woods, which is here in Moline, Illinois, in the Quad Cities, let me know, and I'll be very happy to meet you. So I did then finish it off by asking him, what is your issue or problem with me? You don't even know me. And I never got an answer back from him. So yeah, guys, I know this has been a 16-minute video, and this is probably something that you guys don't even care about, but I'm just trying to show you guys the mentality of these morons who post on message boards. I mean, and this is just a private conversation. This isn't even anything that's public, well, until this video anyway. But so yeah, we have just as many psychos in our fan base as other teams do. So all you guys from other teams, when you talk trash about the Irish, direct that trash towards people like this guy, like this 19 blue and gold 85. And if that's any indication, this guy's obviously a year older than me. So it's just sickening, the stuff that you see on these message boards. I mean, I'm not trying to be dramatic or anything, but this really shows how messed up our society really is when you have people that, you know, do this stuff online. I don't know if it's just the anonymity of it all and being able to hide. I don't know, but you know, it's certainly nothing to be proud of. I mean, myself, I can at least admit my faults, like with the video that I described above, having made over 8 years ago. I mean, that was a mistake. That was a stupid thing on my part to do. It made me look like an ass. But all I can say is it's not only me who's looked like an ass. I mean, these people on these message boards, they look like asses too. The only difference is they hide. They hide behind a screen name. They don't give out anything. Well, obviously with the exception of a few, they really don't give out anything. I mean, it's easy to hide. So yeah, guys, that's really it. I've already gone on long enough. I mean, hell, this is an 18-minute video. I wasn't even planning on that, but you know, when you get to talking and, you know, certain things are on your mind and things you want to say, it takes its time, but you guys get the idea. Notre Dame does have some crappy fans in it, and honestly, guys, it wouldn't surprise me if this guy, along with the other guys that I've mentioned on the other Notre Dame sites that have an issue with me, it wouldn't surprise me if they're the fans who sold their tickets to Georgia fans for the Georgia game. It really wouldn't. So a lot of these guys, they just like to talk a great game, but there's really nothing tough about anything that they do on here, and there's certainly no respect or honor in it, that's for sure. But yet, I'm the loser because I make YouTube videos. Makes no sense. So on that note, guys, I'm sorry that I had to share the worst with you, but it is what it is, and I just felt the need to do it. So on that note, everyone, God bless, and have a great day, and I'll see you guys next week for the USC game. Go Irish!